Hello, I'm John Fox on channel John West, and I'm about to begin what remains of Edith Finch adventure. And I've made myself a cup of tea to drink along this journey. Start on a boat. So, yeah, I've heard lots of good things about this game. I've actually managed to avoid spoilers. But good things. That's what I know. Ooh. Huh. I found a book. Edith Finch. Let's try that again, shall we?
Haha! This isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Well, let's start at the beginning, with the house. And zoom in. Not sure what the purpose.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Okay, sorry, I can't remember what thought I was making there, but I can zoom. Shift and control seem to do the same thing.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
This is a very pretty game.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Right. I don't know how much I should talk.
In a row, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Partly because
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
One, because I keep getting interrupted, and two, because I'm worried I'm sort of not helping the atmosphere by talking. Oh, we have a choice. The Finches. Let's go down. There's no jump. There's no run. Only some zooms.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
I'm also not entirely sure how long this episode is going to be. The game, I think it's a couple of hours long.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I don't even know if I went the right way. I saw a house in the distance there. Sort of interesting that my face doesn't work. Even this here, I'm not sure if I should have this on the screen or not. Oops, didn't mean to click it though.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's kind of dangerous.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I imagine one could
I
spend...
asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Yeah. I suspect I could spend a lot more time in the woods. I'm tempted to go back down there, but let's continue onwards. Or upwards.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
We will explore the perimeter, though. Part of the reason why I'm playing this is because I fancied something a little bit different from what I was currently playing. And I felt like this would be a nice pace for me. Something critically acclaimed. A bit simple, but not in a bad way.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Alright, that you naturally go to the hole is really clever design, by the way. Yeah, and how doors open is... Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Prowling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Right, I didn't even try the door. Oh, well. It's a bit late now. Yeah, you point your face towards stuff and it contextually works. It's clever. I like it.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
I'm not super keen with it taking my head and pushing it occasionally. I mean, it makes
But
sense
instead
when...
of a family, there were just memories of one.
It makes sense when you're trying to do contextual stuff.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh. Right. Somebody needs to do this washing up. I can hear a lot of flies. I'm hoping this isn't a horror game.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
So I've got some questions. How did the brother go missing? What the hell happened to the house? What remains of Edith Finch?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yes. It reminds me of a place I once visited. An abandoned house. I don't know the circumstances. I don't even know if I should talk about it. The likelihood is no one will ever watch this video. Well, I'll tell you what, if anyone ever does and is curious, then maybe ask me.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I should probably raise my face up. It's a bit... Hang on. Oh, I can do it manually. It wasn't quite like this.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Right, so I'm trying to get rid of the cursor. I'm not going to go into that room just yet.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
That was abrupt. There is an upstairs. And there is...
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Should I go through that door?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Fair enough.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Let's go upstairs then. I've got a friend who's trying to sell a stunner stair lift. Okay, with his
After
house.
Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Well, that's interesting.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Ooh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Right, but I'm just gonna look at people. That's really cool, by the way. But I just want to have a little more of a look around, just before I delve in there. Got to peek into all the rest of the rooms.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
This is a very cool house.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Barbara's room.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Yeah, so we wouldn't want to miss any of this. Oop.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
So, what I'm getting is that they build more rooms as they need them. Because one of those was literally a bathroom as well, or a toilet, that was turned into someone's room. Which is pretty freaky. So this presumably leads into this room? Just Molly. Can't see, I can't look to the right. Alright, let's climb on through. Thinking 25 minutes. Now I'll probably try and record as many as this as I can in one sitting. But
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
oh yeah, this is a letter.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
There we go, I think this is where we
Just like
peeked
I
into.
had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh,
I
yeah.
grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
And this is why it was super important that we look through all the rooms first.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Alright, so we're in a book in a book. Because the girl was the letter, so I don't even know who the original person on the was.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
So is the scale slightly different? So I wanted to have a look around the room. I thought about
eating Christopher, but I held back.
it's quite dark.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Ah, yeah, really short.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
I'll be honest, I didn't see that coming. Ooh, I can jump.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
It's like a little assault course. Come you bird. Come on.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh, we should go on the stool first. No! Alright, I had a lot more freedom than I thought I
I
previously
could tell
did.
she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oops.
I gobbled her up,
Yes!
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, I have control. Where am I going?
Rabbits.
Yay! I mean, not for the rabbit, but...
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Right, let's move my face over there.
A mama rabbit.
Right, I got one. Ha 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 ha!
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Ooh, I do have a certain amount of control. Ha ha! I'm the king of sharks.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
It's a bit wobbly, this one. Right. Ooh, hello.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Right. Well, I'll see if I can find one for you. I feel like I passed one earlier. Hang on. Well, I'm grabbing this, aren't I? So my motion sickness is not helping me. Yeah. Hang on.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Alright, that should make things a lot easier now. Oh, I thought I had it.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Well, this is interesting. A snake or a tentacle? It's a weird control scheme. I'm moving that around, then I can move myself to the front.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Let's get ourselves a person.
I was big, and I moved real quiet.
Can't quite tell what's going on here. Oh, I guess what I know what's happening. It's dragging me forwards.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I see someone else. That's alright. Not quite what I wanted to do, but whatever. Go around. I might have to let you go. I wanted to let you go at a logical point, but I don't know when that will be.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Right.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ah, it's a toilet.
I got closer and closer.
We're back in the house, aren't we? So this is where we started. This is the room we're in right now. All three of us.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Right. I think that's a great time to let you go. I've been John Foxy on channel John West. I've been having a What Remains of Edith Finch adventure. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.